Actually, it's just going to be a 3-minute stream because it turns out that Lisa's voice actor is actually streaming right now. And I am extremely tempted to just join that stream. Fuck this shit. I'm not entirely sure if I'm being sarcastic. Hey everyone, how's it going? Okay, so here's the deal. What I want to do today is I want to stream her. Yo, I would if I would. But anyway, what I want to do is I want to get the ambassador. I'm one part away from getting the ambassador. Now, is it possible that I could also get Nidus Prime today as well? I don't know. If anything, I might end up buying the Nidus Prime Neuroptics because I get the feeling that at this point, the Nidus Prime Neuroptics is probably super duper cheap. But I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out tonight. Otherwise, we'll check out what else we can do this today. Perhaps there's some stuff we can do for the Nightwave. Perhaps there'll be some extra memes that we can do. Let's just see how we go. Without further ado, I think it's time. Let's get into the deets. Let's go with this position. I'm about to pull for Kokomi. Do you want Kokomi though?
Now you might
okay, let's see what we have here. Complete a survival mission reaching at least 30 minutes. Wow. Fuck me. Okay, I guess we're going for a 30-minute railjack survival mission then. And collect 20 different types of resources. Wow. Fuck me. Alright then. This should be straightforward. Let's see. Vault Raider. Fuck it, let's do that as well today. Let's see if we can do that today. 5 scans, not gonna happen. Polarize a weapon. Okay, I can do that. Help Clem, we can do that. Fully socket 3 ITADs, I'll do that right now.
That's all from me.
I guess we're doing a half-hour survival mission, folks. ITAD treasures. I should still have plenty. I'm somehow now running out of cyan stars. How in the fuck did that happen? I have 60 amber stars, which are supposed to be the more difficult one to get, and I only have 2 cyan stars. I can't fully socket fucking nothing.
Maybe orders will meet
shit.
Someday.
Anyway, in the meantime, I have a new helmet infusion. I've been trying to get 2 Argon crystals, but crashed before the 5-minute mark starts. When I do get past the 5-minute mark, Argon's no longer drop till I crash. Fuck me. Wow. Sounds like you're going through some crazy ass luck. Okay, so we have a helmet infusion for good old-fashioned Volvan Prime, and it's going to be 250% secondary damage, which I don't really care about, but the main thing is the 200% energy max. I tend to run a Spectrum Mage, but you know what, maybe I might say fuck it, I might run a dispensary. Maybe I'll run a dispensary, yeah, I want to run a dispensary-based Volvan, so let's do that. Let's see if I can just build dispensary Volvan right now. 380. Yeah, I know about that one. Okay, let's see. So I saw Morphix and 4 Orokin ciphers. Boom, done. Let's just feed Abathar. I haven't really been feeding Abathar a lot, so he's been very hungry. But, you know, who's a good boy? Yeah, that's right, you're a good boy. That's just something that y'all are never gonna hear. Great paper! Hey man, how's it going? Does Abathar even need food? Apparently so. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Tesla Novos. Now, I know that someone thinks that Tesla Novos is super duper good. I think Tesla Novos is fucking dog shit. And that's with the augment. I think Tesla Novos is not particularly good at all. My experience of Tesla Novos has not been particularly positive, so I don't really know how people are managing to use it. On the other hand, I think Photon Strike is absolutely fantastic, but people don't like it for some reason. And I don't understand that at all. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have first off, we'll put on enemy radar, number 1. Secondly, let's get our our V polarity slot sorted out. Then let's put that in. Well, I don't necessarily need prime flow just yet. For this one, I will put in rolling guard. I think it's a good choice. All right, now what I need is extreme levels of power strength. So, okay, so boom. What can I fit in here? Let's get our normal range in there. We're not going to get super duper high range, not today at least. Oh, it's going to be rough trying to put there, but I do have 525 energy, so I should be okay. Okay. What else would I normally put? Ah, yes, augments. So I need photon repeater. I probably would want to put repair dispensary in there. Okay, let's not do that one. Let's use regular continuity, even though that's scuffed. Oh, Goss. Wait, 200% ability strength doesn't work on Goss at all? Oh, that's just sad. Maybe Goss isn't so good after all. Hey. Hey. Okay. So there is there's this, which I can always just use instead, and shit. Even though I want to have all the power strength, I don't necessarily want to lose all of the efficiency, so let's go with that. Okay, boom, done. That's my build. I might put in a former. Actually, apparently I need to put in a former, so maybe I'll put a former up. Maybe I'll put in a former in a second. Alright, if anyone wants to join me for Steel Path dailies, we'll start off with that. What do the augments do? How is Yanfei? Yanfei's fine. I like Yanfei. If you don't have... Yanfei is basically a fire version of Ningguang. So essentially, like, if you have someone who is also able to apply a lot of cryo, or hell, if you have like Shinshu, you like Shinshu, so you'll be fine with Yanfei. I don't like Shinshu, but even then, like, I still use her regularly, whenever I feel the need for much more regular pyro damage. I want to get Rosaria. Yeah, Rosaria is super good. Okay, so the repair dispensary is an augment for dispensary. The idea is I basically get to just basically the idea is I get to just basically revive my Moa whenever the hell I feel like it, or revive my Sentinel, which I'll bring along. I won't bring a Moa. Oh, I brought Death Cube Prime. Okay, fantastic. So basically, if my Moa dies, or rather, if my Sentinel dies, I can just hold one, in this case, and just bring out a repair dispensary, and I just get a free new Sentinel, so that's just fantastic. Photon Repeater, if I hit more than 5 enemies with Photon Strike, which is very easy when you have something like Vortex, then I basically get another free Photon Strike, so the energy cost just completely disappears. It's super duper good in my opinion. Some people don't like it. Rahatelius, I think, doesn't like it, but, you know, It's infinite, the revive. It's infinite in the sense that it has a 1 minute cooldown, but that's it. Like, it's a 1 minute cooldown, but afterwards, you can just use it again. So yeah, absolutely, infinite revives. Also, ugh. Let's start off with a capture mission. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, Soup, if you want to get, I named my Chroma Death loadout to Nerfed Deathwing. Nerfed is possibly an understatement. Possibly an understatement, my dude. Because in order for him to be Nerfed Deathwing, he has to be able to do stuff. I think I just triggered a lot of Chroma mains out there.
Deserve your respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and I with your victory.
What the fuck? Am I using Axtiletto fucking Prime? No, I'm not. I'm using Vato Prime. Okay, I wasn't really expecting that.
located. Bring them in.
Okay, well that didn't do it.
Let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly.
Yo, don't ignore the bloody target, dude.
Mission complete.
Oh yeah, there's no mind layer awkward, is there?
Well done.
When is that gonna happen? Ah, fuck. Chroma is Lisa tier. Oh, okay, so I suppose with that damage buff that does make him S tier, hey. I'm not convinced. So if you notice in the top right hand corner, I have a little icon that pops up that kind of looks like the photon strike icon. And that's the icon for photon repeater. And that's how that works. I'm hitting more than 5 enemies at once. And that's how that works. Alright, let's get out of here.
That was a close one.
I don't have Booba Prime.
Detecting
Who's
a
that?
large
Saren Prime?
security force heading your way. It's the Grenier.
What was I gonna say to you? Oh, I was just gonna say, like, if you want it, like, if you have Young Faye, you should probably use her. Boobin Prime, okay. Like, if you have Young Faye, you should probably use her. She's pretty solid in my opinion. It's only been 13 minutes and I feel like the stream has been running for an hour. I'm not entirely sure if that's a grand indictment on the quality of my content. Where 13 minutes can be dragged on for more than an hour.
Very good.
It's either too much content or too boring content. Yeah, exactly. It's difficult to say like where we're at. I can't tell like whether that's good or not. But at the same time, I mean, yeah, no, usually that's a bad thing. If something's only been around for like, if something's only been happening for like, let's say for example you're watching a movie, and like, you're thinking like, damn, this movie's fine, this movie's gotta be over. No. Yeah, and you're thinking like, damn, this movie has got to be over, right? Jesus Christ, we've been at it for so fucking long. And then you find out that it's only been 1 hour, and there's still another hour to go. Or some shit like that. Like that's... Well, actually... Oh, I don't know. Because there are movies that I've played where... There are movies that I've watched where it's like... Where it's like a... Shit, something happens, and then I'm like, wait, hold on. How long of this movie how long is there movie left? And it's like, wait, we're only halfway? Holy shit, but so much has happened already. How the fuck do they cram so much into this movie? Holy shit. Did Kate get a new tattoo? What do you mean? No, this is my face. This is my face, relax. Nothing's changed. What do you mean? What do you mean a tattoo? I think I'm hallucinating. My dude, you are definitely hallucinating.
Their rage is vehement.
Yeah, you're hallucinate, mate.
Give them all warriors death.
I kind of saw a small neck tattoo. What? Like that's the shadow of my. That's literally the shadow of my goddamn earphones, mate. Oh, for a second I thought this was defense.
Find a terminal. Proceed.
I thought
and
for a second
prepare.
this was a defense mission. I was like, why the hell are we on this tile set? Or rather, why are we on this tile?
To defend.
I thought I was like, no way did I accidentally just pick a defense mission.
Multiple biosignatures detected. We've got infested and that was a juggernaut. They were lured out by the death infested. Lay low and it should go away or amp up the fight to draw it out.
Ah, PB's crashed.
I am no longer detecting signs
Chat,
of juggernaut.
I wonder how many people were wondering when PB was gonna crash because if you said in less than 10 minutes, you should go and get yourself a prize.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
But he's a Gonskis, my dude. He's Gonskis. Hey, Glacium, how's it going? Ah, motherfucker. Ah, shit. I predicted it before the stream even started.
Area completed. Move on.
Dying to toxin damage, not fun. Let's get the fuck out of here before I get toxin to death. Ah, wrong way. Pretty sure I lasted 30 minutes on the last endurance that we did on stream. Because that was on the Nightwave 30-minute, I think. Yep, but you didn't last in the game just then for like more than 10.
Drop me in and defend our position.
Ooh, Zhongli time. Oh, as in Zhongli's story time? Because there's no way in hell you can get Zhongli, right? That motherfucker, you can't even get in the standard banner. You have to wait for the rerun. Which is more lacklusting, a 25-minute casual Warframe gameplay or... Well, here's the thing. When you qualify the Genshin side of it with quote-unquote... Oh, ooh, you don't know the new Archon banner that they added? They added a new Archon banner. Oh, whoa, they added a new fucking Archon banner. Tatsumi, when you qualify one side with lackluster, with awful, with words awful, like that really changes, like that really puts a huge weight on that answer. I mean, of course, the 45 minutes of quote-unquote awful Genshin gameplay, Genshin side missions will of course be more lackluster than 25 minutes of casual Warframe. Like that's a fucking easy answer. But the question is, but here I am saying that the question is flawed because you've effectively weighted one side with like a really detrimental word like that. The question should be, which is more you didn't even need to use the word awful to describe them, because I'll tell you right now, 45 minutes of Genshin side missions by definition would be more lackluster than 25 minutes of casual Warframe, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of Genshin side missions, they involve a lot of reading and a lot of people not talking whilst talking. Like, unfortunately, Genshin uses the philosophy of people, you know, standing there with their mouths not even fucking moving. There's no voice acting involved, and you have to read what the hell they're saying. Now, some people are into that. I think Asmongold is into that, but I'm not. I didn't come to a video game to fucking read. I came to a video game to chill, shoot shit, and listen to people talk. You know, I came here not to read. If I came here to read, I would read a book. Or I would read an article, or like an entire Wikipedia entry on the entire storyline of Lisa Mincy right up until now. I am fine, I have no problem with reading the entire story if that is what I came here to do. But I did not come to a video game to read. Fuck, I'm about to die. So, you know, that's just the thing. Oh, hey, question box. Yeah.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did. Mission complete. Heavy infestation ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Now that's why I now do all of the quests in English, because I really cannot pay attention to both chat, the quest, and you know, just everything when the quest is in Japanese. I wish I was much better at Japanese, then I could potentially, you know, play the quest in Japanese and not worry about it, because then I could just like listen in the background. But fuck, man, I can't do that. So that's why I now play all the quests in English.
It is done.
Also, hey man, how's it going? What the fuck name do I even use to call you? Because, you know, when I just say, hey, question marks, that just sounds a bit weird, eh? Well, some streamers do have 69 minds, but that's why they inevitably develop a bit of a mental condition. It's not a dig at them. It's just reality. Like, how many streamers do we know who had to take like mental health breaks in the middle of their streaming schedule? I mean, that's just the way it is. It just is. It's just the way it is. We all have to take a mental health break at some point. And when I take a mental health break for a day, guess what happens? Oh my god, where's the stream, Kate? Where's the stream? It's like, relax, guys. I literally just want to spend the day talking with chat. That's it. What was Kategari's longest stream? I've done a 12-hour... Wait, how long was that one? 12? I think it was a 12-hour one. That's the longest I've done.
Rage is vehement. Their focus.
Keep in mind, I try not to do those streams that often, because I just find them like that. If anything, they're more of an indicator that I have fucking nothing to do today, that day. So obviously it's never going to happen during the week because I have work. It's probably not going to happen on the weekend because I want to edit videos. Basically, a 12-hour stream is basically a 2-hour stream stretched out to be an additional 10 hours, 10 hours of which I can't spend editing videos and rendering videos. Also, PB just dropped again. RIP.
And a portable portion beam device to force open the portal, destroy the key and the device.
Fuck! Shortest one is 35 minutes. When did I stream for 35 minutes? Oh, I must have streamed for like, I must have started streaming thinking I was A-okay. And then half an hour in, I was must have been like, fuck it, I can't stream. Maybe my computer was dying, or maybe I just had a really, really bad cold, and I just figured, nah, fuck it, I don't want to stream right now. That would have been my half an hour stream. Most likely it was a health thing. Like, I must have just had a cold. A really, really bad cold. You know what? Yeah, you know what? 10-minute stream, KW. Hold on. It might, okay, no, those don't count, because 10-minute stream basically is when the stream completely fucks up. So that's not even a me problem, that's a stream problem. That's like a Twitch problem or a restream problem. I can't read Korean. I can't read Russian, my dude. Do you schedule and half the stream timing? Well, I do have a schedule. It's pretty much every day, every night, around about this time. Give or take about half an hour. A 1-week stream? A 1-week stream is what I define as death. Because at that point you're just basically doing sleep deprivation. And you know, I'm not for that. Like, at some point you have to just sort of like realize that enough is enough. Kate, Miles Morales versus Venom. What? Oh, right, yeah, because that's the thing. Well, if you're talking about a 1 week long sleeping stream, yeah, that's not gonna happen either. Because, you know, I am not completely fucking insane. And I'm not, you know, I'm not desperate for the views. How could I be? Have you seen the fucking views of this stream? Toilet stream, that's gonna get me, and more importantly, you banned. I'll guess Kate's real name. There's a good fair chance that Soup has already revealed what Kate's real name is. X-Lax. What the fuck is X-Lax? Gary. Yeah, exactly. Except I'm feeling really feminine today, so that's why I'm now Kate.
There's the torsion beam device, but they've taken the void key. Find it.
Or if you believe any, fucking, text-to-speech, it's not Gary, it's Garai. As in, every time I type in my name for some sort of text-to-speech, what do I end up hearing? Not Kategari, it's Kategari. It's Kategari! I'm like, who the fuck is Kategari? Ren. Is it Ren? No.
Kategari.
Yeah, I'm just pointing. Kategari. Wait, did I say Kategari or Kategari? Or Kate Gary? Like, what the fuck did I just say?
Kategari.
Category, yeah, that's right, category.
It's about to collapse.
I didn't even hear that one. I think the game noise was too loud for it. Aha! Come on!
Objective complete.
Walk in.
The torsion beam device are out of commission. The enemy will not be returning anytime soon. Tenno, there are undiscovered supply caches in the area. You may want to locate them before leaving.
Kategari.
Okay, that was actually pretty accurate. In fact, that was actually spot on. Oh, hold on. We got an acolyte here. Knight. What? What? What the fuck? Since when does Misery have such a fucked up sound effect?
As you conquer the foe, so
Knight.
you conquer yourself.
Not to be confused with Shungite. I'm rigging it. His real name is. This is a clean guess, no cap. I'm just winging it. Nani? Nani? Doyukoto? Ran, I'm pretty sure it's wrong. No, you're absolutely motherfucking right. How did you figure that out? How did you figure that out? Show you're working. Show, at risk of sounding like a math teacher, show working. Alright, folks, this is gonna be the... Yeah, if you want to join me for the 30-minute Railjack survival mission, start logging in. Now is the time. Log in. Get your ass ready for a 30-minute Railjack survival mission. I'm going to fucking die. Let's do it. What the fuck? Mic cut out? Okay, let's try again. You ready? 30-minute survival mission is about to happen after we do this extermination mission. By the way, do I have a DS? As in a Nintendo DS? 30 minutes? Them rookie numbers. Well, I don't have the time nor the energy for anything longer than that, son. Boy, I said, boy. It's been how long? Okay, I need to register something. It's been how long since the galvanized mods came out? And to this day, galvanized scope, and by extension, galvanized shot, they still have their durations. Oh, sorry, they still have their counters completely disappear after the duration comes out. After the duration disappears. Now I get it. Now I'm all for, you know, putting in some fucking, you know, necessity for skill. But at this point, I'm going to make an argument purely out of consistency, which is that this is fucked up. This is fucked up, DE. It's been fucked up ever since it came out. It'd be really, really great if this could get fixed sometime between now and Christmas. I will just say it right now. I don't normally complain, but holy fuck. This fucking mod has effectively been broken for about since the dawn of time. What is our Christmas gift? Hopefully someone showing up and giving me $160 out of nowhere, of which I then spent $80 on some 10 pulls on Genshin and save the rest. That's the gift. I don't know. What do you want, dudes? You're not gonna get that. Isn't Ran a feminine Japanese name or would it be racist? That is a good question. I don't think so. I don't even know if Ran is even a... I don't even know if Ran is a Japanese name. Is Ran... Are there any people in Japan who are even called Ran? Because when you guess Ren, like, I'm pretty sure Ren or Rem is a Japanese name, no? Stalker saying I'm going to spend it all on OnlyFans. That's not a necessarily false statement. I don't know if it's true, but it's not necessarily false. If I'm going to spend $80, there's a good chance it's going to go to someone big. Someone big and ridiculous, like, I don't know, Belle Delphine. What the fuck has she been up to lately? Remember when she used to be wholesome and only do lewds and ahega?
Hey dreamers, we are up and
now she's going to like full on hardcore. So, oh how the mighty have fallen. You got Belle's only. Wait, you actually have Belle Delphine's OnlyFans? You know what the worst part is? The sad thing about Belle Delphine OnlyFans is that I am almost certain that like the good shit that everyone subscribes to Belle Delphine for is already loose, wild, and free on like various other porn sites. I'm pretty sure if you go to somewhere like Xvideos or hell even Pornhub, you'll find everything you need. So if anything, the value proposition for Belle Delphine's OnlyFans pretty much disappeared. You're using Telegram? But isn't that the social media isn't that the social media platform used by terrorists and alt-right Nazis? That's what I heard from the media. XXX video. What the fuck is XXX video? No, X video, singular. Singular. I only know AV, like very faint AV. What do you mean? Press F to pay respect for the Chad who sacrificed their bucks to show us them free dudes. Hey man, it is what it is. It's the trap group for everyone. Yeah. Yeah, everyone. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's the black market. It's the black market dudes and Live League one. Yeah, exactly. You know, I will say this though. I am very sad that Live League is no longer a thing. Apparently, Live League had to shut down. That was a fantastic sight. That was a fantastic sight. But because a bunch of fucking, you know, alt-right Nazi types showed up and started like doing all sorts of weird shit on Live Leak, they had to shut down, which was really, really sad. I wish. Did I meet? No. Stalker. Just no. Like, is a dark double penalizing bad? Fuck off! That site was fantastic, dude. There was an art project that I needed to work on, that I was working on for my bachelor's degree, where like it was like we need to do something artistic that would like give us and the idea was like how do we peer into a new world, and I was able to bullshit my way. I was able to bullshit my way into passing that particular art project by basically making a collage of the most bloody, violent, like disturbing shit that I could find on Live Leak. Because at that point I presented that to the entire class and I said, this is how we peer into a different world. We live in a society where we abide, for the most part, to some sort of law. We abide to some sort of human morale. We don't do shit that happens on the other side of the world, where people actively chop each other's heads off, where people actively execute people in the town square, where people actively shoot the living shit out of someone in the town square. We live in a society where that shit doesn't really ever happen except for when it does, in which case we don't live in a society anymore. But until then, we can use Live Leak as a way of peering into the other world. Speaking of peering into the other world, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to bring up this because I think it's worth me acknowledging what is happening right now what was happening this week in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. Chad, who knows what's going on in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia? This is really, really fucking depressing. Okay. So, in Melbourne. Okay, so my understanding is a bunch of construction workers have gone on a protest. Now, you may be thinking, hold on, a bunch of construction workers are going on protest. What's happened? Is the Victorian government slashing their pay? Is the Victorian government like completely fucking up their hours? Is the government slashing their pay? Is their health insurance about to disappear? What's going on? Why are there protesters who are protesting in Melbourne? Chat, think of the dumbest reason why think of the dumbest reason why construction workers would be protesting in Melbourne. Go. Think of the dumbest reason why. What could possibly be the most fucking smooth brain, tiny brain? Are they protesting Mihoyo for the non-existent rewards? Dude, that would be a fucking 10 billion IQ protest. It's too hot outside. So Sketch is guessing it's too hot outside. Tatsumi-san is guessing lack of salary. No, you gotta think dumber. You've got to think dumber. This is the most fucking moronic, idiotic reason to be protesting as a construction worker. You've got to think dumber. Sketch is the amount of smooth brain that Sketch is trying to demonstrate with his answer is in the right direction, but you gotta go smoother. Soup is absolutely fucking correct. So, here's the thing. In Victoria, they are now making it. In Victoria, they are making it so that if you're a construction worker, if you want to work in a construction site, you know, out in the open with other people, you need to get your COVID vaccination. That's it, done. And these construction workers are fucking pissed. Fucking pissed, dude. And as a direct result of just a fucking COVID vaccine. Like, yo, you're working outside amongst other people. Get yourself fucking jabbed, you fucking dumb cunts. This is what we end up with. This is what we end up with. And this guy's just straight up humping a police car. The most moronic fucking reason possible. And we end up with this. We end up with this. This is like, how often in Australia do the fucking cops show up in full riot gear? It doesn't fucking happen. It doesn't fucking happen. And yet these guys, are you seriously going to... Fuck, man. With darts with vaccine, dart guns with vaccine darts? Yo, that would have been some fucking hilarious shit. Oh, also, they damaged the CFMEU. Now, chat, what is the CFMEU, you may be asking? Let's find out. CFMEU. CFMEU is literally the Construction, Forestry, Maritime, Mining, and Energy Union. It is literally a fucking trade union for fucking construction workers. Imagine being a construction worker and destroying the building of your own fucking union. Like, how fucked up do you have to be? How fucking smooth-brained do you have to be to basically, like, break the doors of a building of a group of people who are literally advocating so that you, I don't know, have paid overtime, actual overtime, some fucking OH&S, so that you don't fucking die, you fucking idiots. Oh my god, I'm sorry, this is so fucking stupid. It just triggers the ever-loving shit out of me. This is so fucking stupid. Like, imagine being a construction worker and unironically doing this to your own fucking union, man. And in a similar fashion, I will say this. During the Black Lives Matter protests, the people who may or may not have been Black Lives Matter, but let's just assume for a second that they were Black Lives Matter, who broke down, you know, like mom and pop stores and shit like that. Yeah, that's fucking stupid too. The CVS, that's a bit of a different story. But yes, this is... How the fuck does this happen in Australia? How the fuck does this happen today? This is fucking stupid. If the union didn't lobby to have the members required to get the vaccine. Sorry, if the union didn't lobby against the idea of a vaccine mandate. Right. Well, the union didn't, because that's literally what they do. They tend to advocate for, you know, people's safety. They tend to advocate for people. So this is fucking stupid. That these people are unironically advocating against themselves. Like, this is where we're at. They're protesting essentially against themselves. That's what's going on. You want to talk about, like, fucking smooth brain? The union went against what they wanted, so they destroyed it. That makes sense if you don't agree with it. Okay, fine. You make a good point. Fair enough. But that doesn't. But either way, my point stands. Fucking smooth. They're fucking idiots. Guess most people care about being rowdy rather than caring about their own safety. No, you know what it is? It's that fucking anti-vaccine bullshit. How many people are right now unironically saying, well, didn't you hear about that one guy in Trinidad who apparently took the vaccine and suddenly had gigantic ball sacks for no fucking reason? Guess what? Never happened, motherfucker. Never happened. The fucking government of Trinidad and Tobago, was it? Came out and they were like, yo, we checked. That never happened. There are no reports of someone with gigantic testicles as a direct result of taking the fucking vaccine. And yet we have people unironically being like, yo, did you hear? Someone took the vaccine and their balls swollen and now they lost their wife. Or like they lost their fucking, like they lost their fiance. Like, the fuck? How? How the fuck did that happen? Anti-vax Americans are the worst, especially in the West States. Yeah, exactly. I mean, just because they deny it doesn't mean it didn't happen. I don't trust shit on either side, LaMayo. Which, at that point, Sketch, you have, I feel like you have to, like, fucking, no. You have to, oh, god damn it. Hey, Savage, while you're there, can you remove those 2 block terms, please? Savage, can you just remove those 2 block terms? I just didn't want that fucking message to go through. Yeah, there were 2 of them. I don't know why there were 2 of them, but can you just remove those 2 block terms, please? Thank you. Yeah, like, at some point, even if you don't believe the Trinidad and Tobago fucking, even if you don't believe the Trinidad and Tobago authorities, I feel like you have to apply some level of judgment. Which is more likely? The thousands upon millions of people who took the vaccine and nothing happened except for a sore arm? Or the one guy who apparently managed to get swollen balls? Remember, white Jack babe, I don't know. Remember, the authorities unironically stopped the rollout of, I think it was AstraZeneca, for a brief moment because 5 people had blood clots. 5 out of like 1 million people. 5 out of 1 million people had blood clots, and the authorities unironically stopped the rollout of AstraZeneca for about a week. So when that shit happens, there is at least precedent of the authorities actually checking to make sure the shit is safe. Meanwhile, there has been no fucking precedent whatsoever of some fucking Karen who doesn't want her kid fucking jabbed with the fucking needle because they think that that kid is about to become autistic as a direct result of taking a fucking vaccine. Like, at what point do we have to just stop and be like, okay, which is more likely? The millions, if not billion cases of people who are absolutely perfectly fine? Or like 3 random people who got sick? Like, what the fuck is that shit? Maybe we should inject our dicks. Yo, imagine that. Imagine if the vaccine actually made your dicks. That's what they should have just done. Fuck, they should have just come out and said, hey, this is the corona vaccine. It's going to prevent corona, but here's the best thing. We tried it on like 50 guys' dicks, and their dicks grew like 6 inches. So you should totally get it. Oh, and ladies, like we injected like 50 women with the corona vaccine, and we found out that their G-spot actually started to exist, and like it actually gave them like explosively orgasmic sex. Like within the next week, like it was so fucking good. So it's like you should totally take it, because guys, it makes your dick like super duper mega size, and ladies, it gives you the best sex ever. Do you know how quickly everyone would be like, wow, fuck it, okay. Wow, fuck it, okay, that's easy. Why are we talking about the corona vaccine? Okay. My PP would disappoint my waifu, so yes, I need a jab, please. Yeah, exactly. Okay, what is this? Okay, I can't even read the fucking title. Something. Wak Cyber. What nandesu ka? When's the next D2 stream? Maybe Thursday. Let's go for Thursday. What the fuck is this? Walk Cyber. No, これは違います。Taku Saber. No, no, Waku Cyber. It's a full-on episode of a Sentai. Can I even watch this without getting copyright striked? Sentai question mark. Okay, I can't watch this without getting banned. The girl in pink is making too many fucking, you know, yeah sounds, and that's just going to get me banned. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't fucking do this. I can't do that. Lisa votes all the time. I make an exception for Lisa. You know I make an exception for Lisa. Okay, let's have a look here. Oh yeah. Does anyone want to join me for a 30-minute fucking Railjack survival mission? That's what we were going to do, by the way. Like, come on, let's go. The fuck? Wait, why am I getting hate kitted on a near constant basis? Like, I'm getting hate kitted every other day now. What the hell's going on here? We'll look at it later. No, I don't got, listen, I don't got time for one video, mate. Don't got time for one video. Well, let's just see. Let me burn through this half-hour fucking survival mission first.
Okay, there was nothing in the mission brief about kids being here. Run! Run!
Run! Okay, so Sandwich is logging in. We need one more person. Who else wants to join in?
Just like me.
I need Argon Crystals. I can't help you with Argon Crystals today, folks. Can't help you with Argon Crystals today. Didn't even mention the panty shorts. I'm not the kind of guy who focuses on panty shorts, mate. There's one spot left, and apparently Soup is too busy playing Genshin. So, Kek W.
Is that a child? Oh no. Oh no, no, no!
Was she orgasming just then? Because of a child? I wish I could. It's not crossplay yet. Yeah, I know. By the way, there's going to be a dev stream this weekend. Now, obviously, when they do dev streams, I fucking am asleep. So, so on the afternoon of that video, on the afternoon of that dev stream, that's when we'll do a dev stream rewatch. What the fuck is this? Savage, what the fuck is this? It's like an anime. It's an anime site. It's an anime page, isn't it? It's nothing? Okay. It's full-fledged hentai. Alright, so Savage is logging in. It looks like nobody else wants to log in, so I guess I'll put out a feeler for it. Red
Veil do the things most people can. Without that, nothing survives. No cost too great, no blood too precious is what we say.
Alright, we've got someone called Sean. Savage, I'm waiting on you, mate. There we go. You better get in quick as well. Kate knows full well recruit chat is full of meta slaves.
Pretty sure
No.
it's safe to watch an episode of Waku Saber. However, just blur the scenes that has some really explicit content. However, there is something more family-friendly than Waku Saber. Relax, it's family-friendly. Maybe try giving it a chance. However, there is
Savage, I'm waiting for you to fucking join.
family in general.
Okay. That moment when I'm oh, there we go. Yeah, the other people got ignored.
Torture someone long enough, they'll confess to anything.
Boo! I was hoping for it to be a fucking... Oh, whatever. Okay, let's go. Railjack survival. Railjack survival. Just like how Kate ignores his chat. Yep. Oh, what the fuck is this? Fuck, man! Did I set this shit to public by accident? Whose railjack are we about to use? Oh fuck, we're using Savage's railjack. Alright, Savage, your railjack better be good. Speaking of Aussie Wi-Fi, it seems like Australian Wi-Fi is no longer like fucking, you know, going through shit.
Tether power plant. Amplify field.
So that like it seems like Australian Wi-Fi is no longer what's the word I'm looking for? Censored. As far as I can tell, anyway. Pulsars? Really? Pulsars? Fucking why?
Launching ramp sleds.
When it becomes possible, I'll join if there's ever a slot left. Yeah, I gotta remember to set this shit to invite only. No, you gotta shoot the shield thing off.
Push all shields to the limit. Tether power plant to full output.
Son of a bitch. There we go, shoot it! Alright, I guess I'm on the forward. Nope, PB's on the forward artillery. Interesting that your railjack only has 5,000 health. That's actually somewhat low.
I want more firepower out there. Launch one of our cruise ships.
PB, just because the railjack's forward artillery damage isn't particularly high. If anything, that's more of a grand indictment on your skill, my dude. Alright, the Corpus cruise ships. Do you shoot the shield from front or behind? I actually tend to navigate my ship behind the ships itself, and then I proceed to actually shoot the shield generator itself. That's just my way of doing it.
Instruct the tether power plant to fortify all shields.
What the fuck? I legit cannot. Okay, yeah, now I'm experiencing the folly of good old-fashioned client-side railjack, where I literally could not even see where the fuck my void hole missile was going. I literally can't even see it, so I had to like basically guess where the hell I was going. All right, let me pilot. Like, I am literally struggling to find... Fucking shit. Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, it's a Talon. Okay, Savage, you go for the,
freight linker.
Okay, Savage, you go for the go for that objective right there. You might as well just do that while we're waiting for cruise ships.
Clumsy breach. Our invaders possess more enthusiasm.
Okay, let's see.
Talent.
Where are they?
Crew, fire on
Let's get that ship repaired. Alright, up. Cruise ship.
Extinguished. Oxygen levels normalizing.
Oh yeah, now that's working.
Everyone in one piece. Good.
BB, don't take the shot.
As much charge as they will
Fucking don't take the shot yet. Now take the shot.
Tether power plant working overtime.
Man, I have to really eyeball with my void holes, man. This is crazy. I have to really eyeball with my fucking void holes.
We need heavy ordnance.
Cruise ship.
Fire torpedoes. Alert. Enemy cruise ship has transmitted.
Don't take the shot yet, PB. Don't take the shot yet. Let me take out the. I'm gonna take out the. Okay. Clean shot. Go.
Tether power plant. Give us fully sealed enhancement. Proceed to your primary objective. This is not a drill.
Alright. Alright, ladies. Let's go. Oh. Never mind. Here's the door. My railjack is a speedy one. It's a speedy one with me under the. It's a speedy one with me in the pilot seat, mate. You fight one gifted. You fight one gifted the old blood. The fuck is your railjack name?
Lieutenant Operative raids the ship for much needed supplies. Make your presence known.
By the way, this is Necromac This is Necromac Survival. That's what this is.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
Okay, we're here for half an hour, boys. Let's go. I can't see because restream. Yeah, I know. That's why I was trying to read it out, but I was like, what the fuck is his name?
Not speak to me until it is done.
Dad lost Kokomi 50-50 and got Chi-Chi instead. Wow, that's rough, dude. That is rough. I wonder how much I've spent on the Raiden banner. Could I maybe go for another 10? Could I? How many temples could I do with a chance of getting Raiden again? Because I don't really want to. I don't really want to do the Kokomi banner. I do want to get Thoma with the Homer. Do you have Homer? No. You don't have Thoma, nor do you have Homer. That's rough. Yeah, but Thoma is a 4-star, so it should be straightforward. Hang on, am I getting paid this week? Probably not. But, Raiden. I don't know. Am I? YouTube money? If it's YouTube money, it'd be at the start of the month, I think. Actually, no. It's on the 20th, I think. It's either YouTube or Twitch is on the 20th. Which we've just passed. So maybe I could have gotten paid. I don't know. I don't know. You know, alternatively, y'all could donate, but, you know. That's up to you.
Get ready for a capsule.
As Chase Matthews stated, oh god, no, 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 oh god, oh god, oh god, no. Should have labeled my tabs. Yeah, I'll put it on my tab.
I've delivered a life support capsule.
Well, welcome back. Hey. Nephew? Nephew? What? By the way, when are we going to get Necromex into normal gameplay? Tatsu, are you alright, my dude? Sounds like you're having a bit of a mental break. Just this absolute mindless slaughter. About to hit AR 30, big pop. Nice! Oh! You know what I want to do? Bring the audio down so we can watch some videos at the same time.
The operatives just made their first discovery. Good work. Extraction.
Okay, let's see. Nope, not that one. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Now we can do this. So it looks like there's a there's actually a Kokomi thingamajig. I haven't watched it yet, so let's watch it.
In the western regions of Inazuma lies Watatsumi Island, home to a culture and natural landscape unique in the entire archipelago. According to legend, Orobaxi was Watatsumi Island's guardian deity. Even after being slain, this god's will to protect the island flowed on in the Sangonomiya clan. The current heir to this bloodline is known as the Divine Priestess, Sangonomiya Kokomi.
All is accounted for. Let's move out.
Is that working?
Her role is to serve as the island's leader, as well as commander.
Yep, there we go. Now it's working.
Behind her delicate appearance lies the mind of a brilliant tactician. She is adept in harnessing the power of Hydro to aid her forces in battle. As their commander, she bravely leads her troops into the fray, sweeping away enemies like sand in the tide.
Okay.
Kokomi
That being said, though, she's basically a healer, so that's what she does.
Playing among darting fish and rolling waves, she feels at home in the water. When Sangonomiya Kokomi is in your party, she reduces swimming stamina consumption for your own party members.
Oh, okay.
Making exploration faster. Kokomi's normal attack performs up to 3 consecutive strikes that take the form of swimming fish.
Yeah, but her attack is off her HP. Yeah. So she's basically a
Holding
Zhongli
the
type.
attack button consumes a set amount of stamina and deals AoE hydro damage after a short casting time. Tap Kokomi's elemental skill to summon a Bakekurage created from water that can heal her allies. This ability applies the wet status to Kokomi.
Here's the big question. Does that thing do any damage at all? Because if it does some damage, at least you can get some particles off her.
Hydro damage to surrounding enemies.
Oh, it does.
Also healing nearby active characters.
Oh, so then you can actually get particles off that then. That's useful. Because that's like the one thing I don't like about Barbara, which is that her special doesn't give her any particles because it doesn't do any damage.
Kokomi summons the might of Watatsumi, dealing hydro damage to surrounding enemies, and dons her watery ceremonial garment. While enrobed in the ceremonial garment, Kokomi's normal attack, charged attack, and Bakekurage damage are increased.
Okay.
And she regenerates HP for all nearby party members when her normal and charged
She's
attacks
enrobed?
hit
Yeah, she's
opponents.
enrobed.
Kokomi's damage increase and the healing amount both scale with her max HP. Additionally, Kokomi's ceremonial garment increases her resistance to interruption and allows her to walk on the water's surface. After unlocking the talent Tamanoya's casket, casting Kokomi's elemental burst refreshes the duration of her Bakekurage if already on the battlefield. In the pure glow of her water-woven garment, Kokomi draws power from the traditional song of the Divine Priestess. After unlocking the talent Song of Pearls, when enrobed by the ceremonial garment, Kokomi's max HP base damage dealt by her normal and charged attacks is further increased.
Oh, okay.
An amount that scales with her own healing bonus.
Wait, what? So healing bonus hats are really good on her? Like even better?
Every battle she faces. Her thorough attention to
I wonder how much damage that ends up being then.
Forces will emerge victorious.
Oh, the new enemy drops. Maybe.
Increase her healing bonus.
No, probably not yet because this is not 2.2. There's supposed to be a new island that's coming with Yae Miko, I think. Or Yae.
In the chaos of battle.
So it's probably not. There's probably no new enemy drops just yet.
Versed in the art of war, Kokomi knows to stay calm and composed as she develops her winning strategy. The survival of
I kind of expected Goro to come with him. Sorry, with her.
The moment of victory.
But apparently not.
In battle, Kokomi
Does that mean that Goro is going to come with Yae? Is Goro even a playable character at this point?
Set up perfect conditions for
Yeah, I'm playing a YouTube video in the middle of the screen. Yeah, absolutely. Garo. Oh, Garo's like some dude with fucking like box ears or some shit like that. Like he's an actual fucking furry.
She attacks like a
One Punch Man Garo. Yeah. Yeah, One Punch Man Garo.
Long ago, a god defeated the enemies from the deep and raised the people of Watatsumi from the desolate seabed. Later,
Garo promo. Yeah, if only Garo was here. Garo actual. Yeah, that'd be nice. I mean, hey, we have an Aloy crossover. What's to say that there won't be a One Punch Man crossover? I mean, if there's never going to be a One Punch Man crossover, it's going to be Saitama. I think there'd be a fucking riot if it was Saitama. ZG some stuff. Thanks for what? Thanks for the follow, my dude. ZG30. Thanks for the follow, mate. I need a Virgil and Raiden Shogun. Another Animal Catalyst. Wait, who's an Animal Catalyst? Tatsumaki. Oh yeah, Tatsumaki would be pretty fun, eh? Alright, let's see. What else do we want to watch? Hold on, I just realized. Let me make... Folks, let me make this a little bit smaller. Then a system would be a cryo catalyst. Oh yeah, yeah, it'd be great to get a cryo catalyst in the game. The dark side of... Okay. So that's Lisa's. So there we go. That's Lisa's. You see that live one? That live YouTube stream right now? That's Lisa's voice actor streaming Genshin. There we go. Let's see. What else? Oh, here we go. Let's have a look at this Orblade video.
So, is Nidus Prime access worth coming back to? Actually, kinda, but only if you're in a dire need of format and want to catch up on the game. Then it is probably a good time to do so, since this update not only brings Nidus Prime access, but the long-awaited Ghoul Saw, as well as the return of the Forma Festival. This year, however, they didn't add a bullshit hidden mechanic that makes the Hematite take longer to kill, so go wild, I guess. You don't need to worry about the best weapon or frame anymore, since a well-invested Necromech will solve all your problems.
Yeah. That's true.
As the new items go, let's start with the Ghoul Saw. The Ghoul Saw is an extremely slow status weapon that barely procs slash for some reason.
Yeah.
More attack speed mods to make the light attacks work on this weapon. And if that wasn't bad enough, the stance is literally torture to use. And most of the combos have small hitboxes and end with a slam.
Yeah, I only care for the forward block combo.
Is to use the E-spam combo, then cancel into a spin of the block combo, and then back again, avoiding the final slam of the block combo. It also doesn't have guaranteed slash on heavy attacks, but its slash weighting makes it possible, just very inconsistent and slow. Only way I got this weapon to work is by using it as a finisher weapon, since its multipliers are somewhat comparable to hammers.
Okay.
It's the only bearable way I found to use this weapon, and as I write this script, there is a dev workshop about adjusting the stance's multipliers, which fixes...
Oh yeah, has anyone used the Ghoul Saw since the stance changes?
Finally here.
Is it any good?
Ghoul Saw is also a disappointment. It is barely a stat upgrade,
Magnus Prime.
but it has a gimmick this time. On hit, it has a very low chance to gain infinite ammo for 4 seconds. This is much more noticeable on tanky enemies, though maybe the perk just doesn't work on kills, which explains why it feels like it never works against low-level enemies. The Stern Prime, despite being the least interesting weapon in this update, is by far the best. I was skeptical about whether this would be worth it over the Stern Wraith, since it trades crit and damage for half of its status chance, but I can absolutely say it's worth the trade-off. There's also a lot of quality of life this weapon has, like a faster reload,
just the way that he's using it makes it look pretty interesting.
And instead of having guaranteed stats,
but it's a shotgun, so I don't care.
It has innate punch through, which is even better. Build-wise, you have complete and total freedom. Fire roll and hunter munitions works, corrosive works. Hell, you don't even have to run hunter munitions. You can just put a heat mod in the same spot and it works just fine. Everything that worked on the Strong Wraith works on the Strong.
Yeah, I don't like shotguns. I don't really care for shotguns.
But in reality, it's a straight upgrade. Last, we have
it'd have to be a pretty special shotgun for it to be interesting.
Financially successful Prime access in all of Warframe history.
Who
just
are
a
the
day
next
after
Primes
launch.
to
Frankly,
come
I'm
in
not sure if that's a
what
good or
order
bad
do you
thing.
think
But
Kategari?
anyways, Nidus Prime has more health.
Who are the next Primes to come in order? What order?
And an additional.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Actually needed.
Like I know I do know. Wait, did we get the part?
Has really fallen off in the higher level missions, and the abundant mutation augment really did not
Son
help
of a
him,
bitch.
since tripling your damage
okay.
is nothing.
Guess we keep going.
Can't do anything about armor. This wasn't a problem in the past, since you could strip 100%.
Oh no, we don't get that. We don't get the ambassador blueprint until the 20-minute mark, right?
Hydroid as well. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's the whole reason he's not used anymore.
Yeah, Revenant might be in the next one. Is Harrow the next one? Are we already up to that? Actually, I think Harrow is the next one.
Undying passive, or have his stat counter update instantly rather than one stack at a time.
Yeah, those are some pretty nice.
Well, overall, it's a good time to catch up with you.
Yeah, those are some pretty nice quality of life buffs that he's suggesting.
So for the most part, there still isn't any content. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Yeah, no, he's right. Basically, TLDR, if you're not interested in Nidus Prime, you're probably not going to be interested in most of the content that just came out with the Nidus Prime patch. Like, yeah, Prime accessories, you do get a Necromech skin. It's a really nice looking Necromech skin, so if you're into Necromechs, which I am, then yeah, absolutely, go for it. But, wait, what's this? We have a new trailer? Is this not the old trailer? Oh no, this is the new trailer.
If you are justice, please do not lie.
The new Batman movie, the Robert Pattinson Batman movie. Yeah. Wait, is this a new trailer? I feel like this is just an old trailer, isn't it?
How many more bones?
Oh wait, no, I think it is a new trailer.
The hell are you supposed to be?
Oh yeah, this is a new trailer.
How many lives will you destroy in pursuit of what you call justice? You are the product of everything you fear. You're part of this too. How am I part of it?
Ooh. I hope this is good. I really do. I think, like, right now looking at it looks like it's probably going to be really good. I just hope it's good. You know, I just hope it's good. Is Batman boring? Is he boring though? The prime version of Ureli would probably be her conversion from kawaii girl to full-grown woman. From Grendel will be from normal feasted to insatiable beast. Yo, that'd be pretty dope, eh? Like, extremely hungry Grendel. You think Grendel is hungry now? Just wait until he becomes extra hungry Grendel. Savage, what are you looking for? Eat through the map. Just eat. No, don't eat through the map. Just eat the map. One barrel, 3 receivers. Why? Well, you only need 1 of each, so you know that's perfectly fine. Ah, Fat Thor. Apparently, Thor in God of War, the God of War sequel, is gonna be Big Boy Thor, and you know what? That's fine. Like, he looks basically like the Mountain. Like, his body shape pretty much looks like the Mountain. And that's essentially what it is. The Mountain from Game of Thrones. So yeah, it what? Okay, Soup, you're just being stupid. We were talking about the Mountain literally yesterday. You know, the Mountain from Game of Thrones. You're just being stupid. So yeah, I have no problem with the fact that Thor is going to be Big Boy Thor. It makes sense. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was watching this.
The longer you fight, the more
Ow, Playboy.
we will be.
I was watching this. It's actually pretty interesting.
Extraction is ready.
Wait, what do we get? What do we get out of that? God damn it! Wait for Kate to finish. Yeah, now's not a good time for me to be truly reacting to anything. Oh, by the way, on Saturday night, for movie night, I want to watch, I want to watch Ip Man. Oh crap, why are we playing this again?
Just me and you.
I want to watch Ip Man. So Ip Man 1 or the Grandmaster. But I want to watch an Ip Man. Maybe I'll watch the Grandmaster. That might be a good idea. Okay, did Redeemer Prime disposition ever become 5? I don't think so. Redeemer Prime is still a pretty popular weapon, so I don't think it'll ever be, you know, I don't think it'll ever have a higher disposition than where it is right now. Are there any mythological frames? Well, Garuda, no? Yeah, yeah, Wukong, Nezha. Yeah, Garuda, Wukong, Nezha. Hydroid to some extent. Chroma is literally a dragon. Excal? No. Mythical creature, not mythical person. Does I? Nani? 테너른데요? 테너런데요? 나니? Loki? Oh yeah, Loki. Yeah, Loki's just straight up Loki. Hold on, let me find something else to watch. Okay, let's watch an episode of let's watch an entire episode of Asian Invasion. Or like
now
a few minutes of Asian Invasion.
Very strong and award-winning content from some of Japan's most outstanding.
Actually, this might get me copyright strikes. Let's not. Hey, look at that! I'm a garden hose. What's this? Oh, okay. We'll look at that later. Oh no, my necromech! Oh crap! Now I have to actually pay attention. What's happening here?
I always get out of bed at 5:05 on the dot.
Wow, this is Sarah's English voice actor?
Deep breaths before walking 5.
Kinda like her voice.
For breakfast, I typically eat 5 mouthfuls. 5 is my lucky number, so I do things in 5s. He is fiercely loyal, and I have great respect for this. It's a shame we're on opposing sides, so we'll never get to work together. Still, I am glad to have an admirable foe. Also, I hear he's a 5th-born son. That just makes it even better.
Wow, Sarah. Damn, girl. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, Sarah, chill. Oh my god. What's this?
Alright, people, let's do this one last time.
Oh, hell yeah, let's do this one last time.
My name is Peter B. Parker. I was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for the last 22 years, I thought I was the one and only.
Oh, okay, so it's just Peter A and Peter B. Parker. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, man.
See, I saved the city, fell in love, I got married, saved the city some more, maybe too much. My marriage got tested, made some dicey money choices, don't invest in a spider-themed restaurant.
Peter C. Parker. There probably will be a Peter C. Parker.
I buried Aunt May, my wife and I. Look, I'm a comic book, but I handle it like a champ.
Oh yeah, the fucking the Spider-Man like fucking Christmas songs. If my memory is that,
I mean, I've looked worse.
My memory of that is that, well, my understanding of that is that it's actually a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's actually a reference to an actual like Spider-Man Christmas album or Christmas album or something like that. Is that right? Am I right? Ah, I died. It's an actual Spider-Man Christmas album that exists.
But after everything,
I got a lot of time to reflect and work on myself.
Being Spider-Man.
Did you know that?
Oops.
The horses that they make
so no matter how many hits I take,
did you imagine?
Oh, my knuckleback's back.
Seeing another CR
come back
and then making it work
because the only thing standing between this city and oblivion is me.
I like how there's a lot of hope in Peter A, but then Peter B is like literally the darkest timeline. Does any of y'all know Nicocado Avocado? I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. Or just Nick. Well, Nick is an extremely, you know, Nick is a very generic name, no? Like, there's a lot of people who are called Nick. So, I've never seen it. I've never seen Nick. Avocado. Avocado. Oh! No, you know what? I have seen him. I saw him. I saw a little bit of him on a no, he was featured ever so slightly in an internet historian video. It was one of the two internet historian videos to do with the virus. I think it was in the virus, the first one. No, I know, I've seen this guy, but I've never seen any of his videos. That's what I mean. I've seen the guy, but I've never seen his videos. The virus, yeah. When Internet Historian did a couple of videos on what happened with the corona pandemic. What's this? MTash.
Did we talk about the anniversary? Well, we need to talk some more. Here's the thing. Did they announce all of these community events because they are community events that take time to complete? And we still have a week, over a week. My only thought is they've announced all the community stuff to generate hype for all those artists and different people because they need...
Because apparently giving 100 Primo Gems equals generating hype.
Time to enter those competitions. They need time to pick the winners, and then near the anniversary they can get the rewards, and then they'll announce the other stuff for everyone else too. But like they need to do the events before the anniversary for the anniversary, right?
Sure.
That's the only thing I can think of. But
okay.
Again,
you know what?
Like,
you know what? No, he makes a good point.
wishful thinking.
You know what? He makes a good point. That is extremely wishful thinking, but he makes a good point. It does make sense from a sort of like a production timeline. Yeah, you do need to announce this shit like right now. That makes sense. No, he's right. He's actually right. Do I use Manscaped? I am neither sponsored nor I am neither sponsored by Manscaped nor am I a customer of Manscaped. Oh, have you guys seen the? Okay, let's save the Genshin. Let's save some of the Genshin videos for a fucking Genshin stream. An old man's advice. What's this?
Good morning.
What the hell is happening here?
It's raining. Hold on a minute. There. I thought I'd talk to you a little bit this morning about, oh, by the way, this is a new computer and it does all kinds of things, so I have to be careful.
Okay.
I'm not the sharpest tack in the box when it comes to this new equipment. You're talking to a guy, or a guy is speaking to you now, that started driving a Model A car. I remember the first jet airplane and many first things. The Iceman delivering ice to an icebox, taking it off of a mule-drawn wagon. So,
okay.
But I'd like to speak to you a little bit this morning about young people in particular, about accomplishing things.
Oh, by the way, let's get out of here.
When I was young, as you know, I had a difficult childhood, but
okay, I didn't know that, but okay,
there's no
sure.
excuse for people not being able to do what they want to do. You can do anything that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
For example, as I've told you before, I lived in the back of an old car. I taught myself to read and write.
Oh, okay, so the context...
So if you're young,
oh, okay.
Don't give up. Don't say the word...
Sorry, real quick. So the context is the intended audience is apparently for people who have been watching this channel a lot, which of course I am not one of those people. But it looks like we could use this advice for everyone else as well. So here we go.
The world is just against me. That's not true. I taught myself to read and write.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
5 books published. I went to college, got a little bit of college.
Good man.
I've studied scripture for many, many years.
Okay.
I've raised 5 children. I've buried a mother, father, sister, brother, wife, and daughter.
Wait.
So...
What?
So...
Shit. You buried your mother, wife, brother, sister, wife, and daughter? I'm very sorry for your loss. Shit. That's, yeah, that's rough, buddy. That's rough.
A person can accomplish anything that they want. One time, to prove to myself that I was not an ignorant person, I bought a blackboard. And
okay.
I purchased a correspondence course for computer programming, and I completed it with the blackboard. So, forge ahead. Don't stop. Never stop learning. Always reach out to better yourself, because when you do that, things expand. You understand more. You're happier. You're healthier. This old saying that if you don't use it, you lose it, is absolutely true. If you don't use that brain that God put in your head, one of these days you'll be sitting on a front porch somewhere and you won't hardly know what's going on. So don't give up. If times are hard, good things nor bad things last forever.
It's absolutely 100% true, and they've add on top of this, my mom would always tell me every day, like, our knowledge, our understanding is like a bucket. So you have a bucket, and every day try to put something into that bucket. Every day try to find something that you can then put into the bucket. Improve upon yourself every day. Learn something, anything new. Just learn something new every day, and you'll eventually get to a point where you will be absolutely 100% tip-top shape. You'll be able to do whatever you want. Every day. Every day. Find something that you can learn. Boom. Done. That's the way. Kate just plays games and composites. I'm a junior compositor. Every day, I am learning something new about compositing. Every day, I am improving the things that I already understand, and I'm getting better at the things that I already understand about compositing. That's the goal. But I learned piano? Yeah, I learned piano a while ago. What's this? Am I looking at the wrong places? Acquisition. Lu Yan. Vale Proxima. Was that not where we went? No, we were just at Lu Yan, Vale Proxima. Or main blueprint. Luckless Expanse. God damn. Anyway. Yeah. Let's keep going.
But most generally, we are in control of our own destiny. And when I say that, I mean this. If you're not getting ahead, you need to do something to allow yourself to get ahead. For an example, excuse me. For an example, if you want a good job, if you want a secure future, you have to have something to offer a prospective employer.
Correct.
Now, I'm not saying you need a PhD or a master's degree, but you...
That being said, having a master's degree does help. I have a master's degree, so that definitely helped. If anything, finding a course that gives you a lot of hands-on experience, that's probably my recommendation, but let's hear what he has to say.
You do have to have something to offer. There's going to be a time in this country.
Corpus cruise ship shields. There's two ways to deal with them. If you're talking about the shield generators if you're talking about the 3 shield generators that are all over the cruise ship, Shatterburst will do the trick. Otherwise, just shoot them with a missile. If you're talking about the shield generator that produces that big shield that sort of swings around all over the place, I tend to maneuver my railjack behind that shield generator and then just shoot it dead. Alternatively, apparently the photor is really good because it has punch through somehow, so you can just use that to destroy the shield generator. Those are your two options.
But people that know how to work with their hands, plumb,
in a variety of different ways, by the way.
Forge ahead. Don't stop. Never stop learning. Always reach out to better yourself, because when you do that...
Fuck. Chat. That 30-minute railjack survival mission didn't count. Fucking shit. DE. Why? Why the fuck doesn't this count? Fuck. I guess so. I guess so. I don't get it. We just did a 30-minute railjack survival mission and it didn't count. Explain yourself, DE. Fuck, man. Ah, crap.
People that know how to work with their hands are going to be in great demand.
True.
Yes, it's true. You have to have education and training to be an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer. But I'll tell you the truth. I spent 60 years working. I was successful. I started a couple of businesses. I'm not a wealthy man, but I'm a guy that came from living in the back of an old car.
Starting a couple of businesses is very impressive. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
To having a nice retirement and to be able to talk to you on this thing. So I'm going to close, but I just wanted to share that with you this morning. Young people, I love you. I do. I love young people. My grandmother always said, you know, when a baby smiles, the angels sing. And that's true, I believe. But young people, you're the backbone of this country. You're the backbone of the world. I don't care if you're
I had that thought as well, Soup. I had that thought as well.
Japan. I don't care where you are. The United States. You are the leaders, the future leaders of this world. So reach out. Be yourselves. Don't be afraid to go after what you need. So I love you. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Check out Rosaria? Well, what do you mean? I can't check the mission complete screen to check the goddamn time. It was 30 minutes. It was definitely 30 minutes. No, I can't check it anyway. Did it say 30 or 0? Oh, you reckon maybe it was the mission that bugged out? Wait, what? Okay. Let's watch this video. What's happening here? What is happening in Japan?
This video was brought to you by the TLDR socials. Get more from TLDR by following us on Instagram and Twitter, where we post explainers that never make it to YouTube. The link's below. So, on Friday the 3rd of September, with a leadership election due on September the 29th, Yoshihide Suga announced that he would not seek re-election as the leader of the Liberal Democratic Party. Suga, who'd only been in office for a year, had seen his approval ratings plummet from 74% in September 2020 to about 30% today. Suga was the successor to Shinzo Abe, Japan's longest-standing prime minister in modern...
What are we watching? Japanese Prime Minister resigns. What happens next?
History. Abe was the Prime Minister from 2012 until 2020, when he stepped down with ulcerative colitis. This was actually Abe's second stint as Prime Minister. Having served for a year from 2006 until 2007, before ulcerative colitis again forced him to resign.
Damn.
From 2007 until Abe's reappearance in 2012, Japan went through 6 different Prime Ministers, none of whom lasted more than 16 months.
Or as we like to call in Australia, do it pooling in Australia. That's called pooling in Australia, folks. Does anyone remember when in Australia... Does anyone remember when in Australia we did this thing where we had like 6 prime ministers in like two to 3 years? Y'all remember that? If anyone here is from Australia, you might remember when we had like 3 or 4 prime ministers at once. That was nuts. Nothing else I could do. We'll do a isolation vault. We'll do an isolation vault as well, because that's apparently a Nightwave thing as well. So we'll do an isolation vault and end the stream on that. Yeah, we had like 6 prime ministers in as little as like 2 to 3 years. It was absolutely absurd. It was so bad. It was like every time we get a new prime minister, change your smoke alarm. Like it was that bloody often.
Abe ran an unusually stable administration, with decisive victories in the House of Representatives in 2012, 2014, and 2017.
Yeah.
He was pretty popular, with an approval rating averaging about 50%. When he stepped down in August 2020, his popularity was waning, largely because of his response to the pandemic. Despite relatively few deaths in a country with the oldest population in the world, Abe was criticised for his apparently relaxed response.
If President Biden leaves, does Vice President Kamala Harris take over as Prime Minister? No, she takes over as President. That's exactly how that works. The way it works in America is, like, the line of succession is, obviously you have the President, number 1, but then the Vice President is number 2, and then Speaker of the House is number 3, I think. And then there's some other random person. So as of right now, if Biden steps down or dies, he's old, so either is entirely possible. If Biden steps down or passes away, Kamala Harris immediately becomes president. If for some reason Kamala Harris has to step down or dies somehow, then I believe Speaker of the House is next, which would be Nancy Pelosi would be the president. And if she somehow has to step down or dies, I can't remember who's the next one. But like there is a line of succession, and you're absolutely right. If the president has to step down, the vice president becomes president. Trump? No. No, that's not how that works. The only way Trump can be president again is if he gets elected again. So, you know, y'all motherfuckers who keep trying to do all this fucking, like, January 6th insurrection riot shenanigans, do what we did. Well, not we. Do what the crazy libtards did. Just wait 4 years.
Response to the pandemic. According to Oxford COVID-19 Government Response Tracker, the Japanese government's COVID-19 policy response was one of the least restrictive in the world.
True.
Anyway, in the wake of Abe's resignation, Liberal Democratic Secretary Toshihiro Nikai invoked an emergency leadership election. This basically meant that bog-standard party members weren't allowed to vote, and the franchise was restricted to Liberal Democratic MPs and 3 representatives from each of Japan's 47 prefectures, for a total of 535 electors. The electors chose Yoshihide Suga, Abe's right-hand man and chief cabinet secretary.
When you compare someone like Yoshihide Suga
Abe's right-hand man,
to someone like Shinzo Abe, he doesn't, just the way he looks and I think it's his hair, doesn't really franchise. Franchise in this context is basically anyone who gets to vote. So, for example, have you ever heard of something called voter disenfranchisement? What it basically means is voters losing the right to vote. So, so when it comes to politics, the word franchise in this context refers specifically to who has the ability to vote. I think it's just Yoshihide Suga's hair. He's got like this receding ass hairline. It just doesn't give me the confidence that he could be a leader.
And chief cabinet.
But I don't know, maybe I'm just being a dick.
Originally, Suga's promise of stability endeared him to voters, and his approval rating shot up well above Abe's.
Wow.
However, Suga's honeymoon didn't last long. Politically speaking, he's had a terrible pandemic. First, he decided to go ahead with the Tokyo 2020 Olympics.
Oh, he went through with the No wonder he's not popular. Apparently, almost everyone in Japan was like, yo, can we not do the fucking Tokyo Olympics? Man, the Tokyo Olympics was such a shit show, man. Like, imagine the Tokyo Olympics. If you ever watched the actual Olympics, it was pretty much like a training session for the players. That was basically what it was. It was literally a fucking training session for the players. That's how bad it was. Like, imagine having... Did I watch archery? I watched some of the archery, and it was just... I watched some of the archery, and honestly, it was just sad. Like, the event itself was just sad. Like, this is how scuffed the event is. Everyone shoots, and then the people who win get on a podium, and then nothing. Silence. Literal fucking silence. Why? Because there's nobody there. There's nobody there. It was just eerily sad. No crowds, no atmosphere, no nothing. Yeah, exactly. No crowds, no atmosphere, no nothing. It was so... Ugh. It was just so weird. Should have added a laugh track. Yeah, but dude, it was just so scuffed, man. And this guy let it happen. Yoshihide Suga let it happen? Wow, no wonder nobody likes him. That's like easy clap. No wonder nobody likes him. Damn.
Despite widespread public anxiety, 2/3 of Japanese people didn't believe that the Olympics could be safe and secure.
Also, if you want to join me for a
vaccination program has
isolation vault, just join me right now. We'll start after we watch this.
People are fully vaccinated, compared to 64% in the UK and 67% in China.
Wow.
This is part of the reason that Japan has, at least by its own stringent standards, failed to contain COVID. Despite a low COVID fatality rate, Japan was overwhelmed by cases in January and February of this year, with overwhelmed hospitals turning patients away, forcing Suga to declare a 2-month state of emergency.
And then the Olympics came.
There was a 2-month respite before another wave in May, forcing Suga to declare another state of emergency. The wheels really came off in August, though, when the Delta variant triggered the worst wave yet. In late August, Japan experienced more than 20,000 confirmed cases a day, or
What? 20,000 a day. That's terrifying, dude. That is terrifying. For context... What are our COVID cases today? I don't even think our COVID numbers ever reached 20k a day. 20k a day, dude. We have 20 active right now. But we've only gotten 1,000 a day, and that's mainly because New South Wales is still going through some shit. But we only had 1,000 a day tops, and I think Victoria had like maybe 1,000 a day at some point. But that's it. Like that's it. 20k a day, dude. That's terrifying.
Cases per million. Now, again, it's worth noting that while this wave was the worst that Japan had experienced, it's actually far less than other developed countries. The UK and the US, for example, experienced case rates per million of over 800 and 700 respectively in January, and have had a higher caseload
Jesus Christ
for basically the whole pandemic. Nonetheless, the Japanese public and Suga himself clearly considered his pandemic response a failure. His approval rating plummeted to just 30%, with a net approval of -20.
I feel like you'd have to be really, really simpy for Yoshihide Suga to make that argument. Fact of the matter is, the norm should be 0. So it doesn't matter if there are other countries that are doing worse than you. Fact of the matter is, you're doing pretty bad as is.
On top of this, the Liberal Democratic Party suffered some poor results in regional elections. They lost 3 by-elections in a row in April 2021.
Oh, that's rough.
And in July, they underperformed in Tokyo's prefectural election, failing to win a majority in the Tokyo Metropolitan Assembly. All this put Suga on the back foot, and on Tuesday, the 31st of August, Suga floated the idea of a cabinet reshuffle or an early election in mid-September, before the Liberal Democratic leadership election on September the 29th, as a last-ditch effort to boost his flagging support. Unfortunately for Suga, the Liberal...
Wait, hold on. Didn't fuck, what's her name? Former British Prime Minister Theresa May. Didn't Theresa May try to do something like this? Except instead of trying to do a cabinet reshuffle, she held a snap election in an attempt to secure more support for Brexit negotiations, and proceeded to lose seats. Like, this keeps happening. Like when people are in a hilariously bad position politically, they try to reconsolidate power, reshuffle the cabinet, do something, and instead of getting more power, which is what they're trying to do in order to have a much more stable government, it just backfires in their face.
Liberal Democratic top brass didn't think this was a good idea, forcing him to backtrack on the plan the next day.
Oh, that's rough.
And on Friday, he resigned.
Oh.
So what happens now? Well, the leadership election is due for the end of this month, and as of September the 9th, there were 3 declared candidates. Fumio Kishida, a former foreign minister and current chairman of the Liberal Democratic Party's Policy Research Council, a position traditionally seen as a stepping stone to leadership of the party. In his opening speech, Kishida
May was never elected by the public? Really? Oh, yeah.
Investment in education and renewable energy, including nuclear power. The second is Sanai Takaichi, a former internal affairs minister popular with the...
David Cameron stepped down. Because this was that's right, he stepped down after the actual Brexit vote, because he was against Brexit. The people that voted for Brexit, so he stepped down because he was no longer able to lead the people who actively went against him on Brexit. Am I right on that? How would it have went if May had won the elections? I mean, if she was in office. No, see, she still retained her prime ministership, but she lost seats. So what happened was her foundation of power to negotiate Brexit ended up getting weaker as a direct result of a snap election that she initiated in an attempt to reconsolidate more support, more political power to negotiate, because at the time she was like, yo, I have to negotiate with the EU, but then I also have to negotiate with the I guess the Labour Party and everyone who was against Brexit. So she wanted to do a snap election, get rid of the people who were against Brexit, install more people who were for Brexit, and then that didn't happen. It happened the other way. It happened the other way, man. So it was like one of the most scuffed elections ever.
The more conservative wing of the party for her hawkish views on defence and diplomacy. She's expressed support for punishing media outlets that are critical of the government and imprisoning anyone who damages the Japanese flag. The third is Seiko Noda, another former...
Okay, Sanae Takaichi is basically... it's very close to a Trump type. Jesus Christ. Dude, Sanae Takaichi is sounding very fucking scary to me. Sounding very fucking scary to me. You want someone who goes against the media, who wants to punish the media, and wants to imprison people for inflicting damage to a Japanese flag? Holy fucking shit. Can we go back to the... yeah, can we get the Raiden Shogun? Let's just elect the Raiden Shogun. Just get her in there.
Internal Affairs Minister. Noda is on the more liberal side and doesn't belong to any specific faction within the Liberal Democratic Party.
Okay.
She's held the portfolio for women's empowerment and is in favour of allowing married couples to keep separate names. It's unclear whether she'll be able to garner the 20 signatures required to get onto the ballot. However, the frontrunner is perhaps Taro Kono, the current vaccines minister, who has been backed
Taro
by
Kono.
Suga. A weekend poll put him top of the pack at 32% support, with only Foreign Defence Minister Shigeru Ishiba anywhere near him. Ishiba polled at 27%, but has since suggested that he won't run, which is good news for Kono.
Okay, I will just say this though. Saying Taro Kono is pretty fun to say. And that's just mainly his name, Taro Kono. I feel like when you have a name that rhymes, that probably helps a lot. Could a foreigner ever become in power as a politician? No. Generally speaking, most countries will have some sort of stipulation where only citizens can be members of parliament. And then you also have countries like Australia where even if you have dual citizenship, you're not supposed to be allowed. So that's why a lot of politicians ended up getting completely yeeted in Australian Parliament, because it turned out they had like dual citizenship with New Zealand. So I would assume, generally speaking, no. Do I have dual citizenship? I do. I still have dual citizenship with New Zealand, so I actually can't join Parliament. I can never jump into politics right now. I'd actually have to I'd have to actually outright renounce my Kiwi citizenship in order to join Australian politics. But I could live in New Zealand. Well, I mean, you could already live in New Zealand if you're just an Australian citizen anyway. Like, Australia and New Zealand have a pretty good relationship, in the sense that like Aussies can live in New Zealand, Kiwis can live in Australia. It's fine. So that's not a problem. But in terms of like joining Parliament, no, I do not have the right to join Parliament right now. I cannot get elected as a politician right now. Can you eat kiwis though? Kiwi fruit, yes. Kiwis, no. There are no kiwis in Australia. Oh, outside of zoos, I guess.
By presiding over a relatively slow vaccine rollout, Kono has largely avoided public criticism by apologising early for any delays, and he's been buoyed by a recent increase in vaccination rates. Japan actually now has so many vaccines, it's been able to donate some to Taiwan. Kono is popular among younger voters, in large part due to his social media presence. He has 2.3 million Twitter followers, a rarity in Japanese politics, which is dominated by...
Jesus Christ, this guy's an e-celebrity, man. Is Japan about to elect an e-celebrity to the parliament? He's a Trump guy? Oh, I don't know, man. That chick who was all about gelling the media and imprisoning anyone who damages the flag. That chick sounds more like a Trump person, if you ask me. But anyway, let's find out.
School establishment politicians. He's also proficient in English. He was educated in the US and Poland.
Huh,
And has
okay.
urged other Japanese diplomats to improve their English.
Good idea.
He published a book titled Move Japan
Oh, Twitter Trump. Okay, yeah.
He argued that Japan should strengthen its security relationship with the US and invest heavily in renewable energy and green technology.
Oh, my
is
man.
renowned as an outspoken maverick. He's questioned the government's nuclear plans and tight immigration policy. But he also hails from one of Japan's numerous political dynasties, which makes dramatic shifts in policy unlikely. His father, Yohei Kono, was a party deputy prime minister. His grandfather was head of a powerful faction in the 1950s, and his great uncle was Speaker of the House of Representatives in the 70s.
Shit.
So those are the candidates in the running at the moment. Whoever ends up winning the
It's a
election,
bit of a shit sandwich selection, eh?
with national elections for the House of Representatives due before November the 28th. But what do you think? Who do you think is going to become the next Japanese Prime Minister? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
I don't.
Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
I'm probably
for more TLDR content.
Okay.
You can follow just the TLDR global socials, or go wild and follow whichever TLDR.
Imagine if you post memes all day.
Anyway,
dude,
following and sharing after.
dude, you say that, but we actually have a politician or businessman, I guess, by the name of Clive fucking Palmer, Fatty McFucking himself, who unironically continues to shitpost and continues to shitpost on a regular basis, even now. Like, he still does that. Now, his shitposts and his memes have been like pretty bad for the last year or so, and people suspect that he fired like the teenage intern that he had hired to make memes. But yeah, Clive Palmer used to always like post memes and shit. And that's what made him popular amongst young people, despite the fact that his policies and his rhetoric were like absolutely god awful in the end, and he was considered an absolute blight in Australian politics. But like in the end, he was popular amongst young people for a bit because of the memes. People liked him because of the memes.
You are almost through the infested tunnels. The Entrati ruins lie just ahead. There is a guardian here, a necromech. You will need to destroy it so you can explore.
Alright, welcome to the iPhone 13 unboxing. Or wait, hold that thought. We got an iPhone 13 and the 13 mini.
You know what? I suddenly don't care.
And the 13 Pro.
I'm sorry, I suddenly don't care. If you're gonna talk about iPhones, I suddenly don't care. I don't even know why I clicked that. Where's the necromech?
Has ceased function. A most satisfactory outcome.
So, Warframe stream, YouTube marathon. Yeah, pretty much. What's this? So you want to remain Rosaria. Oh, here we go. Hey Savage, real quick, let's do the extra bit as well. We'll do the extra bit. Rosaria can step up me.
Rosaria, the thickness overlord of the night. This
True.
chick is so thick that she'll trick your dick to stick into a brick. That's actually really gross. So if you want that
Nani?
image out of your head,
Don't you
then
call
don't
to?
forget to leave a like and subscribe, because only a small percentage of you guys are actually subscribed to this channel. So make sure to press that subscribe button because it's free and you can always change your mind. Alrighty, story time. I'm sure most of you don't know about Rosaria's backstory. She was born in this village, then as soon as she was born, these bandits killed everyone there and kidnapped Rosaria. Rosaria, but whatever. Because in the end of Arcus, the missing Grandmaster of the Knights of Useless spared Rosaria because she was young. Then he sent her to the Church of Useless, where they served a lazy god. Fortunately, Rosaria had 1000 IQ and noticed how dumb these people were and refused to participate in any activities. Moving on to elemental abilities.
Okay.
Elemental skill, Thick Flash. Rosaria teleports behind the enemy and slashes them with cryo damage. However, if the enemy is just fat, then even Rosaria's thickness cannot budge against these annoying
True.
Alright, before I continue, I just want to mention that you can still teleport behind the Metatrolls, Lava Trolls, and the Geoviships. Those are not considered the apparently. I think the game is talking about the bosses, and I just wanted to mention that because I was definitely referring the to
basically super duper mega sized enemies she can't teleport behind. Like at some point there are enemies that are just simply too thick. But generally speaking, like even medium sized enemies, she can teleport behind pretty easily. Make some sick edits like this, maybe get more views. Yeah, maybe. I just don't have the time or the energy.
To the Geoviships and the Metatrolls and the Lava Trolls.
She can teleport. Yeah, absolutely.
Burst. Legs. Rosaria raises her legs, then drop kicks with her legs, summoning a Cryosphere with her legs that deals cryo damage on impact from her legs, which creates a cryo AoE area that deals continuous cryo damage to the enemy within the AoE thanks to her legs.
Alright, see ya, Glacium.
Moving on to passive talents. Passive 1, free crit rate. When Rosaria uses her Thick Flash, she gets a 12% crit rate increase. Passive 2, more crit.
Just be aware that you have to teleport behind someone for that to work. You can't just use your special and then get crit rate. You have to have hit behind someone in order to get that crit rate. And by the way, I believe that crit rate also wait, hold on. Let me just read that again. Rosaria's crit rate increases by 12% for 5 seconds. I think that also affects her ultimate as well, so that's actually a very, very useful passive, so yeah, keep that in mind.
Passive 1, free crit rate. When Rosaria uses her Thick Flash, she gets a 12% crit rate increase. Passive 2, more crit rate. When Rosaria uses her legs to cast her spear, her thick legs arouses her allies, increasing their crit rate by 15% of Rosaria's own crit rate.
This is what I'm talking about, yeah. I'm pretty sure they both work together.
Exceed 15%. Passive 3, you move faster in the night. That's it.
Let's forego the
to be fair though, being able to move faster at night is actually super duper useful in my opinion. I really like it. It just gives you it's actually a pretty noticeable amount of speed, so it's actually very good. So, you know, this guy's just downplaying it, but hashtag real talk, it is a really useful passive at night.
I'm here to finish a job.
Oh hell yeah.
Leave the dirty work to me.
Oh hell yeah. Hey.
Moving on to constellations. Constellation 1, when Rosaria crits, she gets a attack boost and an attack speed boost. Constellation 2, the duration of the AoE created by Rosaria's spear, which was created by her legs, is extended by 4.
Savage, let's just get out of here. This is taking way too long and I want to go to sleep, so we'll just watch this Rosaria video and then call it a night.
Extra seconds. Constellation 3, your Thick Flash gets thicker. Constellation 4, when your Thick Flash crits, you gain 5 energy for the Thick Goddess herself. Constellation 5.
C4 Rosaria. I'm up to C4 Rosaria right now, and oh my god, C4 Rosaria actually makes her like an energy regeneration god, to the point where her 2 specials, which by the way have a 5-second cooldown, so 2x 5-second cooldown specials pretty much gets your entire ult back just like that. You can basically get your ult back in 5 seconds flat. Like, that's so good. It's so good. Like, yeah, he's just reading it off, but I wanna emphasize, C4 Rosaria is so good.
Your legs get thicker. Constellation 6, your legs reduces the enemy's physical resistance by 10%. Alrighty, artifacts. Now for Rosaria, I think your primary stats are probably going to be the same whether you're building DPS or support. You're probably going to build them similarly. Attack for Hourglass, physical or cryo damage bonus depending on your damage choice. Then crit rate or crit damage. Obviously, you probably want crit rate if you're building support, so you can share your crit rate with your team. But if you're trying to focus on her damage alone, then crit crit damage is probably your go-to. For substats, focusing on crit rate is probably a good idea for support, but you might as well focus on some crit damage since she's technically a DPS support. Then going for attack or elemental mastery is probably a good choice, and if you're going for support, I wouldn't really recommend the physical build since it's likely that you're going to use her passively. Personally,
to be fair though, I am about to test out a Rosaria A combo. Rosaria and A, I think, would be a absolutely brutal combo, and at that point, using physical damage on Rosaria would make a whole lot of sense. Like, you want to talk about an absolutely brutal combo? I reckon Rosaria plus A would actually be a brutal combo because they would actually work off each other. It's that time where you have two supports that actually support each other in an absolutely hilarious fashion. So there are reasons to do physical damage if you want, and I may have described one of them.
I would recommend the cryo build, but my cryo artifacts are all ass, and there's also that new artifact that's coming out, which might be pretty good for her, so let's actually talk about that right now. So piece sets. For beginner DPS, Berserker and Martial Arts is probably the way to go. For beginner support, you only need the 2-piece Berserker, so grab whatever 2-piece you
Really? Berserker? Strange idea.
want for the...
Does Rosaria's burst trigger a skill? Yes. Wait, what do you mean? A's skill. What does A's skill have to do with crit? Am I missing something? I don't think there's any correlation there. Hey, Blake, how's it going? I'm literally about to call it a night. Crit. Yeah. How does A's skill have to... No, Berserker more crit. Oh. Wait, what? Does Rosaria's burst trigger... Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
For endgame, there's a few choices. Bloodstained, Noblesse, Cryo, and of course the upcoming artifact set, the Pale Flame. Now for Cryo DPS, your choice in 2-piece Cryo or 4-piece Cryo will depend whether you want to utilize her legs or not. If you want to see her legs and do damage with it at the same time, then go for 2-piece Cryo and 2-piece Noblesse. Remember, this build will be more passive. If you just want to look at her from different angles and constantly do damage, then 4-piece Cryo might be a good idea, but make sure you have Chung Yoon in your team since he'll convert your auto attack damage to cryo, and you can technically use a 4-piece gladiator here too, but obviously...
Oh no, never mind, I was about to make a dumb point.
Those are a pain in the ass to farm, so I wouldn't recommend it too much. Now for physical, I'll be honest with you guys, I don't like physical damage that much. I was also going to propose the 4-piece Bloodstain build, so you can use her like C1 physical Hu Tao, but scratch that, because...
I also didn't like physical damage, but Rosaria is like the only character where I actually like physical damage, because I feel like Rosaria is like the one character where physical... Well, Rosaria and Eula, but I don't have Eula, so I'm not going to care about Eula. Rosaria is like one of those few characters where I actually feel like physical damage is super fun. And it's, if anything, it might be to do with Rosaria's attack animations. They're super fun. Most other physical damage attack animations are a bit boring. Whereas Rosaria is pretty awesome fun, and because I'm such a Lisa main, when I play with Rosaria and Lisa, I get super conduct, which means even more physical damage. So that's just me, you know? But that's why I don't really care for like, did you want to join the investment train and help farm Rhino relics for the gains? Nah, not tonight, mate. But yeah, like that's just where I'm at right now with Rosaria. So yeah. Let's just finish this video and call it a night.
1, chart attacks with Rosaria feels really off, and 2, there's a new artifact set that's coming out.
Wait, what?
1, chart attacks with Rosa, you can use her like C1 physical Hu Tao, but scratch that, because 1, chart attacks with Rosaria feels really off, and 2...
No, I completely disagree. I like Rosaria's charge attacks. Her charge attacks are really useful. You can use them as gap closers. You could use them to unironically dodge attacks, because when she does the screwdriver spear, she can go through enemies. So that's super good. Not tonight, but you can farm anytime. We're going to open them when they vault. I probably have plenty of Rhino relics to begin. Okay, let me have a look at how many Rhino relics I have. Let me have a look at how many Rhino relics I have. Let's see. If you're gonna do an opening, I might as well join you for an opening. It makes for stream content, lol. So yeah, I won't sell them because I'll probably use it for stream content. Okay.
There's a new artifact set that's coming out, and it's way better than the 4th-piece Bloodstain. So if you are building physical, I will recommend you to halt until the 1.5, since this is better. And you get to see her legs more with cryo builds.
True.
Today's your birthday, so if you have any dirty work that needs taking care of, I can give you a hand. Just don't tell anybody, got it?
Wait.
Can I send a video link afterwards?
Wait, hold on. Who's Rosaria's English voice actor? Why does she sound like Li Bing? Where would I go physical over elemental? If you want to use her as a main DPS. If you want to use Rosaria as a main DPS, that's when you probably want to go physical over elemental.
The Ostrons have sighted infested life forms emerging from the boil. We need to deal with this thing immediately. Report to Konzu in Cetus.
Okay. Because by definition, main DPS involves actually using your basic attacks. So with Rosaria, because her basic attacks are physical damage, that's when you want to go for. Well, that's in theory, but like with Rosaria is a special case because with Rosaria, she doesn't get to use her elementals a whole lot. Her skill is only 2 elemental hits every 5 seconds. So it's a little bit different to say a dial-up, where his skill is 3 elemental hits on a regular basis, or his ultimate is like an actual main DPS source, plus it also infuses his blade with fire, or Lisa, where every single attack that Lisa does is elemental, or a bow user, where you're probably for the most part going to be using your charge attack unless you have some way of infusing your damage. For example, Yoimiya, who can infuse her basic attacks with fire anyway. So it just depends on the character, but someone like Eula, whose basic attacks do so much fucking damage, or Rosaria, whose basic attacks do so much fucking damage, yeah, those will be the ones who you would probably want to use physical if you ever feel like going there. Raid? No, we're not raiding anyone tonight, mate. Hey, relax. Hey, Blake, by the way, I have 11... Okay, Blake, I have 11 for the Rhino Prime Blueprint. I have 7 for the chassis, 5 for the neuroptics, 4 for the systems, another 3 for the neuroptics, and 1 for the systems. So that's where I'm at. So I have a few. I have a bunch.
Starting with 5 stars, Primordial Jade Spear, amazing for auto attacks, also crit rate is Noise. Homa, amazing for characters with
Okay, obviously you're not going to get those weapons anytime soon, Soup. You know it, I know it, everyone knows it. You're not going to be getting those weapons anytime soon unless you're whaling big time. So, you know, unless you're going to be spending a few $1,000 on this game in a desperate attempt to get those weapons, it's not going to happen. You help me whale. More like you help me whale. Fucking donate already, you bastard. Nah. Anyway.
Thick HP, but ability is still amazing, and it also has 66 crit damage, so...
I might get Lisa. Hell yeah, brother.
You know, Vortex, great, but get a shield, so it's better. Scoured Spine, bring energy and crit rates and attack speed. Very nice, and very underrated. Moving
I would probably ignore all the 5-star spears for now.
on to 4 stars. Racist Spear, great, but you need a team with 3 leeway peeps. Blackcliff, crit damage, decent ability. Credit Card Spear, amazing for support.
Deathmatch is really good. I highly recommend Deathmatch. That one only requires $10, and it's from the Battle Pass. So I would highly recommend this one. If you're going to spend any money, I would highly recommend this one.
Giving you more crit rate than the Jade Spear. Royal Spear, I hate this spear. It's really stupid, so just...
On damaging an opponent, increase crit rate by 8%. Max 5 Oh, but a critical hit removes all the stacks. Yeah, this is fucked. Nah, this is fucked. I'm fully F2P. Okay, rip. There goes that idea.
By the Black Cliff, Dragon's Bane. Why though? Favonius Spear,
Nah.
Infinite Battery, Dragon Spine Spear, Physical Build Spear.
Favonius is a bit... I wouldn't recommend Favonius.
Cool design, but still...
I wouldn't recommend Favonius because if you have C4 Rosaria, she basically does that anyway. So I don't feel like you need Favonius Spear at all.
Horrible. AoE is really small and the resources for this polearm is fucking annoying to get. Crescent Spike, Physical Build Spear, uglier than the Dragon Spine but more consistent.
I'm not a fan of Crescent Pike. But hey, it does work. It works, so you know.
Ability and its ugliness brings out the legs, so I would say it's a pretty great spear for Rosaria. Star Glitter, probably for cryo support. Don't have it, I don't need it. White Tassel, easy to R5 and is probably better choice than...
Increase? Nope. Whoa. Oh, this is a 3-star. I was about to say, like, what the fuck is this spear? Oh, it's a 3-star.
And Star Glitter. Story time too. So how did Rosaria get her vision? Well, one day Rosaria tried to run away because she was sick and tired of this bandage.
Generally speaking, you don't use a 3-star weapon on a character unless it's like Barbara. If you're not going to use that character for any damage, then stick a 3-star on them and you can use them for some other reason. For someone yeah, that's why people use Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers on Barbara, because Barbara doesn't need to do damage. Unless you want to play DPS Barbara, in which case, okay, go nuts. But generally speaking, people don't need to use Barbara for damage, therefore they use something like Thrilling Tales because not only does it give him a HP bonus, but it makes it so that the next person that they jump to gets like a 48% attack bonus or some shit like that, so it's pretty nuts. If I do go Yanfei Rosaria, would be my support. Yeah. And if you're going to do that, Soup, then you should practice timing Yanfei's attacks to Rosaria's ult attacks, because Rosaria's ult will also do some cryo damage at intervals. So when that happens, alright, see you, Savage. So when that happens, time your Yanfei attacks to not attack before the next cryo attack from Rosaria's spear, because then not only do you get to do extra crit damage, not only do you have an extra crit rate from Rosaria's ultimate, you also get to do actual melt damage. So that's fun. If they triggers a slash. I don't remember. Let's find out. I don't remember. Let's find out.
But one of the elders amongst the group chased her down. This bandit was the guy who kidnapped Rosaria and taught her how to fight and kill. So when he caught up to Rosaria, he basically said, "Fight me or you're worse than Timmy." Of course, this is unacceptable. Timmy is the worst of the worst, the lowest of the low. He sucks.
True.
Rosaria killed him and then came back with a vision, and the bandits groveled to the vision that was on them legs. Alright, teams, for Cryo Resonance, I think...
Okay, so let's have a look here. Oh, let me just put on my earphones again, because I can't hear the game when my laptop is going whole ham. It's only going to be a Genshin stream for about 5 minutes. I'm just going to try and figure out how A and Rosaria work together. Because I'm not 100% because I'm not sure if Rosaria's ult triggers a slash from her special. I don't remember. So let's find out. So a team that I'm kind of curious about could be something as ridiculous as this.
I hear you've got a job for me.
Seriously, who is Rosaria's VA? Elizabeth Maxwell. I feel like she's not Li Ming, and she's not Zuko's sister. She's not Azula, is she? World of Tanks, Genshin Impact, lol. MH, My Hero. Isekai Quartet. Oh, she's the English voice of Albedo. From Overlord. Okay. Nope. Nope, she is not Azula. I am thinking of someone else. She's Ymir from AOT.
Why not keep me company?
Apparently so. That being said, I don't watch the dub version, so I would never know. Like, I would never know. Oh wait, hang on. I always put Rosaria. I always put Rosaria on the bottom, so I need to swap Rosaria and A. If that makes any sense. Alright, here we go. Yes, I do have a job for you. Let's go. So I'm using Deathmatch on Rosaria, and my stats are... well, these are my stats. It is what it is. The main thing is I'm focusing on that crit rate because I want to be able to use her as a support with that crit rate. There's rhyme to this reason. Here we go. Here we go. Let's find out if A's special works with Rosaria's ult. Okay, let's find out. Yeah, it works. It works.
You're in for a little shock.
You can't run! Illusion shattered!
Here we go, big hit.
Now you shall perish! Transcend all constraints. There is no escape! Judgment! Lights out. Surrender and be gentle. Shine down! Leave it all to me.
There we go. Pretty cool. So any fast attacks are good. I find fast attacks to be pretty fun. That's just my opinion though. Like, you'll come across people who are like Eula mains. Eula's attacks are really slow. Like, great sword attacks are generally really slow. Eula's attacks I think are even slower. But she does like 20k damage per swing. Like, she's got some ridiculous basic attack multipliers. So that's how that works.
Steady as stone.
Whereas like Rosaria, very fast, her attacks don't necessarily do as much damage.
You can't run.
But it kind of works out in the end.
There is no escape.
You're in for a little shock.
But on Darlock, I don't feel like he's so that slow. Certainly slower than Lisa.
Closer. You're in for a little.
And don't forget one of Rosaria's talents.
Shine down. Leave it all to me, as a dutiful maid would.
Actually, I think the general idea is to do an E and then a basic attack with Darlock.
Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy.
Judgment! Shiver! Torn to oblivion!
And then as long as I stay inside the AoE.
There is no escape! Try not to enjoy them. You can't run!
There we go. Like, it's like that. It's just a different way of playing. Basic E. Well, it's actually E, basic E, basic E. Basic. That's how that works. Alright. Let's just finish up this video.
I think Chung Yoon is a pretty great choice, but then again, his only usage is his E when you use him with Rosaria. So if you're going to use her passively, just set her up with literally any other cryo unit. Diona is a pretty great choice too, especially for physical, since
Aloy. I actually like sometimes pairing Rosaria up with Aloy. Oh hey Tatsumi. I actually like pairing up Rosaria with Aloy from time to time. It's a pretty fun combo because it actually increases my crit rate. So for example, I could do this.
I hear you've got a job for me.
And suddenly my crit rate against anyone who's frozen or affected by cryo is suddenly increased by 15%, which is usually like everyone. Especially if I get Ice Rush. So I have a cryo mage at that point, and that actually turns out pretty well. And then, you know, chuck it at Zhang Ling, boom, done, easy.
her shield reduces stamina consumption. For melt comps, Shang Ling's Pyronado is always there to help, but Gulpa is still a piece of shit. Xun Yan's shield produces pyro as well, but this is only active when her shield is up. So if you're going to
hold on. Goober is only bad if you're bad with Goober. I'm gonna say this right now. Goober's not that bad. It's just that people who don't like Goober are just really bad with Goober. I'm calling you out.
Use this in floor 12.
I'm calling you out, J-Hood.
For freeze comps, you have Water Boy for constant water.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Fucking Barbara. For superconduct, Facial is more consistent with Electro. Beto is more safe and mobile with Electro. Then, of course, you have the Alchemy Girl and the...
A is probably even easier. A is also very safe and easy with Electro, like I demonstrated. Lisa is a bit of a weird choice, but it can work. Especially if you get her energy up and then you drop the lantern. If you can keep everyone within that area, yeah, Lisa can be a good choice as well.
Unlucky Boy to crack your damage. So if you're going to use her for sub support, she'll probably work very well in any main DPS teams, notably that guy who failed to be the main dish of this banner. So how the fuck do you play Rosaria? Well, it's pretty easy, like really easy. You only press like 2 fucking buttons for her with the cryo build, but things you should keep in mind. Number 1, your thick flash will give you crit rate. I seem to forget about this whenever I'm using physical Rosaria. Number 2, your legs gives your team crit rate. I seem to forget about this in general and don't switch. So if your DPS...
Yes. When you use your ult as Rosaria, always switch out. That's the entire point of her ultimate. Drop the ultimate, use someone else. That's why when I drop the ultimate, I'm going to use Lisa. Or if I have a full Raiden circle thing, I'm going to jump into Raiden. I'll jump to A like instantly. It's like that's how her ult works.
Being a cunt because they refuse to crit even with decent crit rates. Boom. Just let them look at Rosaria's legs and they'll be motivated to crit. Number 3, the damage dealt from the spear, which was from her leg.
And that's everyone, not just the male characters, but also, and I think this needs to be emphasized, even the female characters. Even the female characters will look at Rosaria's legs and be like, alright girl, let's crit. Let's crit big time. Absolutely.
Legs will continuously deal big damage. It may not be nuke
even
damage,
Lisa,
but it's
even
still
Lisa.
Big leg damage. And this
except Lisa will do this thing where she'll drop the lantern afterwards. So not only are you doing extra crit rate, not only do you have an extra crit rate, the enemies also have less defense. So you're going to be doing even more damage.
damage will occur exactly 4 times, maybe more if you have her constellations. So using someone like Shang Ling who is free will help you melt your enemies consistently with Omega big melt leg damage.
It's gonna be reverse melt because Zhang Ling does so many instances of pyro damage that it ends up being a reverse melt. If anything, it's actually Rosaria who's actually doing the melt damage, so just keep that in mind. That's why you have to be very careful about the intervals of Rosaria's ultimate.
which is pretty nice. But that's it for this video. If this video helped you, and if you like Rosaria's legs at the same time, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Other than that, bye-bye.
Yeah. Otherwise, aside from the few things that I pointed out, he's absolutely 100% correct. Rosaria is a super duper good character. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, like, if we're going to, like, the last thing I'll do, actually,
I can't wait any longer. I hear you've got a...
Let me just fix up jangling. What's this? Okay, here we go. So basically, every time I hit a character who is affected by cryo, who is like, how long is it gonna take to get to AR 56? A while. A while.
This'll pack a punch. Punishment.
All right.
You're stuck now.
Oh, what the? Where are you?
This is a new one.
Look at how many crit attacks I'm doing. Pretty much every crit attack is, every shot is a crit.
You can't run.
Like, that's how high my crit rate is right now.
Judgment. Shiver. The hunt is on.
Hey. Did you just say I wear the pants?
Ever seen one of these?
Done. Like, it's that simple. There ain't no red numbers. How do you know it's a crit? Okay, so if the number pops out and it's a bigger number, like an actual large size number, that's when you know it's a crit. Like, you'll notice that, like, let me do this. So you'll notice that there are numbers that are smaller in size, not number. Not in value. I mean actual size.
Around. Let's keep moving.
I mean actual bloody size. Let me just do this real quick. Oh god, not that.
I swear by my sword.
Oh, you know? Okay. But I'll just explain for everyone who doesn't know. Okay. I'll just explain for everyone who doesn't know. So, for everyone who doesn't know, so, okay, notice, hang on. Okay, so notice the actual size. So notice how these numbers here are smaller in size, but then you know how you see this 2810. It's a small number. It only pops up there, but like that crit right there, that's a crit. That big 280 that just pops up and it really, like, it's there to like really show that it's an actual crit. That's when you know. Like when the number really pops out like that, that's when you know it's a crit. That's the idea. So yeah, that's basically how that works. Okay, folks. Yoku, what kind of night did kiddo? Give me my cent. Okay, folks, anyway, I think that's enough for tonight. It's 12 o'clock. I want to go to sleep. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. If you did, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow and feel free to sub if you want. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Well, it's good. We'll do a Genshin stream tomorrow because Kokomi is coming out tomorrow. At least in on NA servers. Kokomi is coming out tomorrow. So that's when we'll do the stream. We've got a Kokomi story to do. We've got some other stuff to do. Yeah, we'll do a Genshin stream tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.